Monster Jam fans, this is round one of JCB Racing. 12 of our drivers have been seeded into the bracket. Now 4 of our fastest drivers from last night have had automatic advancement, or a buy-in I should say, into round 2. But first up, 8 trucks go head to head, baby. I need to hear you, Detroit, if you're ready for Monster Jam. What?
We are going to kick things off here in our first head-to-head matchup here in round 1, racing out of the gray lane. Please welcome Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. And her opponent racing out of the blue lane. Please welcome Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. These two are 1-1 in head-to-heads here in the 2025 season. The winner will advance on to see Barry Musauer and Zombie in round 2. Those staging light lit at the far end of each race lane. Outside yellow lights mean our drivers need to head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go, and then they'll be looking for the green light. Detroit, let's go racing! What a great race between these two competitors. We have to go to the photo finish. Let's take a look at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay brought to you by the original Super Glue. Detroit, who do you think your winner is? Pretty close here. Your winner is Lucas Stabilizer. Take a look at the video board. She clocks in a time of 21.824. So Lucas Stabilizer advances on to see Barry Musauer and Zombie in round 2. We're going to move on with our second head-to-head matchup. In the gray lane, please welcome Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And in the blue lane, please welcome Joe Foley, Axe. Chris Kohler, Mayhem is 1-0 in head-to-heads against Joe Foley and Axe this 2025 season. The winner will see Mike Christensen and Vendetta in round 2. We got Chris Kohler and Mayhem already on top of the platform, followed by Joe Foley and Axe, and now we await their staging to the starting line. We see them set and ready to go. Green! Chris Kohler, Mayhem advances on into round 2. We await to see that official time there as we take a look at the video replay. Chris Kohler, Mayhem awaits his time, brought to you by our Finish Links timing system. There it is, a 21.535. That is the fastest time of the day so far. Coming up next, it's Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. And his opponent, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger, is 2-0 in head-to-heads against Kevin Crocker and Megalodon here in the 2025 season. But Tyler Menninga is boasting a 26-5 racing record, an 84% winning percentage here. Will he be able to move on? He will see Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. This is huge for points. He must get out of round 1 in order to stay on top of the leaderboard there with Zombie and Barry Musauer. And Tyler Menega and Gravedigger advances on into round 2. We see a wide turn there at the far end of the track there. The last turn for Megalodon cost him some crucial seconds there. And Tyler Menega and Gravedigger will move on to see Jurassic Attack. We await that Finish Link's timing system official time, which is a 21.582. Still the fastest time is Mayhem. This is our last head-to-head matchup coming up here in round 1. In the gray lane, it's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. And in the blue lane, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, is 4-0 in head-to-heads against El Toro Loco. And he would move on to see Jim Kohler and Avenger. Armando Castro looking for some redemption against Classroom Crusher here this afternoon as we await both of our drivers to the starting line. Classroom Crusher advances on into round 2. You will see Jim Kohler and Avenger. A great race ran by Armando Castro and El Toro Loco, though. They were pretty close up until the finish line there on the takeoff ramp. Take a look at the super glued to the action replay. Clocked in a time of 21.612. Fastest time of the night so far, so is Mayhem.
This is round 2 of JCB Racing. The fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round. Now they're going to be competing against the 4 drivers who had that automatic buy-in, our 4 fastest drivers from last night. But only 4 can make it to the semifinal round. Who's ready for more JCB Racing?
Well, you can take a look, and our dirt crew is now going to attend to El Toro Loco. Casey, do you have any update on what's going on?
No word just yet. It seems like it's maybe an electrical issue. As soon as we hear from the crew chief of El Toro Loco, then we'll go ahead and relay that to you guys. But they're hooking him right now. They're going to take him either to his pit stall or into the tunnel. We'll see. The pit situation here in Detroit is a little bit more complicated than normal. So a lot of the times we'll see the trucks pit on the floor. You can actually see the crew chiefs and technicians working on the trucks in between our competitions. But Daniel Lopez, crew chief of El Toro Loco, is one of the best, and we'll catch up with him here in just a little bit.
All right, thank you, Casey. Of course, we'll keep you updated on what's going on with El Toro Loco here in just a little bit. You can see the official JCB Racing bracket up on the video board as we are going to get set here for round 2, head-to-head action. And of course, you see how the bracket's going to play out. Zombie going up against Lucas Stabilizer. Vendetta and Mayhem will see each other in our second head-to-head matchup. Jurassic Attack will be seeing Gravedigger there in the third head-to-head matchup. And that last one here in round 2 will be Avenger and Classroom Crusher. So a lot of exciting Monster Jam action. Remember, 12 points are on the line, and it's a crucial 12 points, especially for Tyler Menega and Gravedigger and Barry Musauer and Zombie, who are currently tied in the series season's points chase with 323 points apiece. So it is going to be very important as we watch the rest of this night unfold for both of these two amazing drivers here. We're going to get set here to meet our next drivers coming up here in round 2 of JCB Racing. For the first time here this afternoon, please welcome Barry Musauer, Zombie. And advancing on into round 2 from round 1 in the blue lane, we've got Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier. Barry Musauer boasts a 19-10 racing record with a 66% winning percentage. And this is the first time these two have seen each other in 2025. Your winner advancing on to the semifinal round, Zombie. From my perspective, though, Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer was moving and grooving through that course, though, and just at that last turn, kind of looked like she stalled a little bit, cost her some crucial seconds there. Zombie and Bari Musauer takes advantage and walks away with a 21.707 and advances on to your semifinal round. Coming up next, in the gray lane, it is Mike Christensen, Vendetta. And then advancing on into round 2 in the blue lane, we've got Chris Kohler and Mayhem. They are 1-1 in head-to-heads here in 2025 right now, so this will be the tiebreaker here in Detroit for both of our drivers. Vendetta, our freestyle winner last night. Chris Kohler and Mayhem looking to do some business here in the JCB racing competition here in his hometown of Detroit. We've got Chris Kohler and Mayhem to the line first, followed by the approach of Vendetta there to the starting line as we get set to go green. Your winner is Vendetta. Mike Christensen, Vendetta advances on. This is crucial. We need to take a look at the video board for the official time because the fastest time between him and Zombie will have lane choice. You kind of saw Chris Kohler and Mayhem get kind of locked up there after the turn off the berm. And there you have it, a 22.043. Zombie will have lane choice. We're going to move on here to our next head-to-head matchup. For the first time here this afternoon, it's Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. And advancing on in round 2 in the blue lane, we've got Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. Dalton Weiner boasting a 17-8 racing record, but it is Gravedigger who has a 4-1 advantage in head-to-heads against Dalton Weiner in Jurassic Attack. This is Jurassic Attack is second in highest winning percentages, followed by, above Gravedigger. We are going to go to the Super Glue to the action replay. Who do you think is the winner? Gravedigger. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger advances on with the fastest time of the night so far, 21.342. This is our last head-to-head matchup here in round 2. Please welcome in the gray lane, Jim Kohler, Avenger. And advancing on into round 2 there in the blue lane, we've got Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. Classroom Crusher is 2-1 in head-to-heads against Avenger here in the 2025 season. The winner will see Gravedigger in the semifinal round. The winner of this matchup will need to get a time faster than 21.342 in order to have lane choice. We have these two approaching to the starting line as we get set to go racing. It is Classroom Crusher Camden Murphy advancing on. A wide turn there for Jim Kohler and Avenger there in the gray lane on that last turn. And Classroom Crusher capitalizes on that, gets the win, and moves on to the semifinal round to see Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Now we will see who has lane choice in that semifinal round. Wow, look at that time, 21.425. But excuse me, Gravedigger will have lane choice.
Monster Jam fans, this is the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Our fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. It's going to be a close one. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
All right, we got in the gray lane, Barney Musauer and Zombie going up against in the blue lane, Mike Christensen and Vendetta. With Zombie having lane choice, he goes for the gray lane, pushes Mike Christensen and Vendetta to the blue lane. So we'll see if this maneuver is profitable there for Zombie to get him into the JCB Racing bracket. And we will see if Vendetta will be able to capitalize. Detroit, who do you think the winner is? I see some Zombie arms. I'm hearing Vendetta up here where I'm at. We are going to go to the replay. Zombie is your winner with a time of 21.765. This is going to be crucial here in our next and last and final race here in semifinal round. Gray lane, we have Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. In the blue lane, we've got Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. If Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger can move on up into the JCB Racing final round, they will still be tied, him and Zombie, for the series season's points chase, and it will come down to either Zombie or Gravedigger. But the spoiler may go to Classroom Crusher, who is looking to take that win away from Gravedigger. Has to go to the replay, a photo finish. Our Monster Jam officials right now upstairs looking at both of these runs. It is close. We're going to go to the Finish Link's timing system, which is accurate to 1/10,000th of a second. We're going to bring it back. Look at that. Classroom Crusher Camden Murphy advances on. 21.225, and he will have lane choice against Zombie. Those are the 2 fastest times of the night right there between him and Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger as well. We just witnessed a phenomenal race by these 2 competitors.
Detroit, this is the final round of JCB Racing. Oh boy, our fastest 2 drivers have made it to this round, but only 1 can take home the first 12 points of the afternoon. Who's ready to meet your final contenders?
In the gray lane, he's your 2024 Wow Factor Award winner from Itasca, Illinois, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. In the blue lane, he's your 2024 Wow Factor Award winner from Orlando, Florida. This is Bari Musauer, Zombie. It is Classroom Crusher and Zombie going head to head, something out of a new Netflix special maybe. They're about to do battle, 12 points on the line. Your winner is Classroom Crusher! Points are his. Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy kicks things off with a JCB Racing win. But nonetheless, Zombie will now be on top of the leaderboard for your series season's points chase. Camden Murphy, though, on top of the BKT leaderboard with 12 points. Make some noise, Detroit, for your JCB Racing winner, Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. What a phenomenal start here to our event, second event here in Detroit. We're going to catch up with our winner of JCB Racing, who's now standing by with KCG.
Camden, I know that this victory is extra sweet because racing is what you do. It is in your blood, and this is your first racing victory of the 2025 season. First racing victory in Classroom Crusher. Talk to us about how impactful and how meaningful this is for you.
This means the absolute world to me. Like you said, racing is my game. Racing is a thing I should be good at, but I have not been able to get out of my own way. But it's just extra special right here in Motor City. Detroit, you guys are absolutely amazing. You guys were wild last night, and man, that pumped me up. And man, I gotta thank my crew chief Shane, George. We're working so hard last night. We damaged Classroom Crusher a lot, but man, we plan on doing it here tonight again.
Well, we've got the skills challenge coming up next. We're going to roll that momentum into the next competition. I think one of the challenging things about skills is separating yourself from the rest of the pack. So talk to us about how you're going to do that.
You know, I think it really, really helps when you're going really late, one of the last trucks to go. So you get to kind of see what hits work, what don't, what tricks really kind of resonate with the fans too. So it's definitely going to be tricky. A lot of these guys and gals out here are the best in the world. So it's going to be tough. We're going to see what we can do. But the most important thing, Detroit, are you guys having fun?
Congratulations there to Classroom Crusher and Camden Murphy. You can take a look right up on the video board, the celebration there. He earns his first 12 points of this afternoon as he defeats Zombie there in our JCB Racing final round. So there you see it, the BKT overall event leaderboard. Classroom Crusher now stands on top with 12 points, followed by Zombie with 11. Tyler Minigan and Gravedigger sitting in third with 10 points. Vendetta with 9. Jurassic Attack and Dalton Widener with 8. And Avenger with 7. That is your top 6 of the BKT overall event leaderboard. Look at where we stand right now in Stadium Championship Series East. And with Bari Musauer and Zombie going into the JCB Racing Final, he is now 1 point in the lead there from Gravedigger and Tyler Menigo, who's only 1 point now ahead of our leader on the top of the series season's points chase. So this is huge there. We have finally here in week 8, round 13, a new leader here on Stadium Championship Series East. And with Camden Murphy taking that win there for Classroom Crusher, he still sits at third on the leaderboard. Well, Monster Jam fans, we are excited because our second competition is coming up, Monster Jam Skills. And this is where you, the fans, will have your first opportunity to help us crown a winner by using judgeszone.com. Now, our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks, or they can opt for 1 Monster Jam donut. Well, you might see some poppers, you might see some combinations, wheelies, bicycles. You never know what you're going to see. Maybe a new inventive move as well. But to take a deeper dive into the moves you might see here this afternoon, let's throw it up to the video board.
My favorite skills move is a bicep to the moonwalk. Getting the truck up on its side, riding it as far as you can, turning in and hitting the brake, getting them to stand up, and then moonwalking right on out.
A wheelie is when you can hit a ramp and be straight up with your Monster Jam truck and land your truck. And if you can walk it, it's even better.
A donut is when you get the Monster Jam truck to turn all four wheels and the truck actually starts to rotate on the dirt and it makes the impression that it looks like a big donut on the ground.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in section 105, 106, and I'm here at Austin and Wesley. Huge, apparently, Gravedigger fans, right?
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been coming to Monster Jam?
Me personally, I've been coming since the Silver Dome. He's been coming for about 5 years.
5 years, all his life, basically, right? Okay, well, I got a really cool prize for you. You got to win it, though, so we're going to play something called Mini Jams. I'm guessing your favorite truck is Gravedigger?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Gravedigger. Let's put up Mini Jams on the Monster Jam video board. This is how this is going to work. We got 3 Mini Jam trucks. We got El Toro Loco, Gravedigger, and Megalodon. They're going to race. You guys already picked Gravedigger. Let the races begin. Looks like El Toro is in the lead, but hold on. Up. It is Gravedigger. What you think about that, Wesley?
Mine.
Yeah, yours. You know what else is yours? This right here. I got a Loop of Dune Megalodon Spin Master toy set for you. Really cool, right? Comes with a little Megalodon and everything. He's so happy. Yes, he is. Thank you guys so much for playing Mini Jams. And if you guys want a Spin Master toy of your own, go wherever you buy your toys. Thanks, guys. Yeah, no problem. Hey, Wesley. I got you.
Well, another 12 points are on the line here for our second competition, the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. And again, this is your first opportunity to help us crown a winner by using judgeszone.com. And for more on that, let's throw it back to Jabari, who's in the stands.
Yeah, that's right. So Monster Jam is completely unscripted, guys. You guys are the judges for these next competitions. Super easy. I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. Everybody take out your cell phones. Go to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. We're going to put it up on the banister here. It's going to go around. Judgeszone.com. We also have the QR code that you can scan. That will also take you to judgeszone.com, okay? Judgeszone.com. Well, now, once you get there, your city code, DET. DET is your city code for judgeszone.com. Now, this is how it's going to work. Either myself or Kay will let you guys know when scoring is open. You guys will have 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Move that BKT tire into the green to score your highest score. You can move it anywhere in between, all the way down into the red to score low. Then you, like I said, you got 20 seconds to get those scores in. You guys are going to need this for this next competition. You guys ready for more Monster Jam Detroit? Let me hear you. Yeah.
Well, we're excited to get things underway, but Casey, I know you just have some updates right now. What's going on with El Toro Loco?
Well, they just brought that truck back out onto the track, and I ran into the tunnel where they were pitting him and kind of looking over things. In the racing competition, they couldn't get El Toro Loco to fire to get him off of the track, but when they took it to the back, the truck fired again. So they've checked over everything on that truck, and they're thinking that maybe there's some kind of electrical short somewhere. You know, it's super, super cold outside, and inside it's warm, and when you go from heat to cold and heat to cold, sometimes things can expand and contract, and so they think maybe that's part of it. It could also be that some kind of connection was shaken loose yesterday from the event, but as of right now, El Toro Loco is running, and he is ready for the skills competition.
All right, thank you so much for that update. We're going to get set here for our next competition coming up, and we're about to meet our next driver. Coming up first, we got Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. First attempt there off of the racing ramp. It's a popper. One more attempt left for Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. The popper off the ski jump. Nose wheelie, back into a moonwalk.
Let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. 20 seconds are on the clock. Right now, head to judgeszone.com. It's your chance to use that tool to lock in those scores. You got about 10 seconds.
All right, you can take a look at the video board, and you can also use those replays to help you get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. And we see that second attempt there for Colt Stevens and Thunderoris as we await your scores to be locked in. And your scores are in. Your score for Thunderoris coming up on the video board, 6.482. Our next driver up, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. He tried to pop it off the trench box there on the Morgan & Morgan backflip. But with the rules, if the tires land back down, that is an attempt. So he only has one more attempt remaining.
Make some noise for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. 20 seconds. Head to judgeszone.com right now. Lock in those scores, Detroit.
Take a look at the video board there. The second attempt is the big sky wheelie there for Megalodon, getting vertical position and also some nice air. Now it's time for you to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat Thunder Roars is a 6.482, and your score for Megalodon, it is a score of 4.095. Our third driver up, get those trucker horn signals going for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. The popper off the ski jump into a nose wheelie. Rides it across the track, one more attempt left.
Make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. 20 seconds, Detroit. Head to judgeszone.com. Let us know what you thought about her run.
Well, she is the 2019 high jump world finals champion, and you can tell that because she went off of that ski jump there for the last attempt and went into a huge big sky wheelie, and wow, I can see there that might be some issues there. We've got our dirt crew going to attend to Lucas Stabilizer, but she is pumped up, waiting to see your fan scores now, rocking the Lions jersey there too as well. All right, now it's time to see what your scores are for Lucas Stabilizer. The score to beat is Thunder Roars and Colt Stevens, 6.482. Detroit, let me see that score. You put her in the lead with a 7.935.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands now with Aaliyah. Hey, cutie. Who you got there with you?
Case.
Case, what's going on, man? You're going to win a prize, or at least your mom is going to help you win this prize. We're going to play two truths and a lie. Okay, so we got Cynthia Gauthier up on the Monster Jam video board. Two of those things she's going to say are true. One of them are not, okay? So let's see what she has.
Hey, Monster Jam fan, let's play two truths and a lie. Can you guess which one is the lie? I used to race motocross. I'm from France, and I am your mom. If you think you know the lie, let me hear it.
Okay, shout it out. If anybody think they know, yeah? Really quiet over here. What's going on? What do you think?
B.
All right, little man says B. Is he right?
That's right. I'm not from France, but I speak French.
There you go. High five. Yeah, I got something really cool for you. Watch this. Let me see. I got a lot of goodies in here. Ooh. Monster Jam Truck and Pals playset. Pretty cool. Yeah, it does. He says it even has Gravedigger. Yeah, buddy. Thank you so much. That was Truths and a Lie. You guys ready for more Monster Jam Detroit? You're too quiet. Let me hear you.
Well, congratulations to that little future Monster Jam driver. Now, this is just a reminder of where we stand right now in our Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Lucas Stabilizer is the score to beat with a 7.935, followed by Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars, who's currently sitting in second. Kevin Crocker and Megalodon currently sitting in third. And on deck, we've got a lot more drivers remaining here. Of course, we've got Axe and El Toro Loco. We've got drivers like Avenger as well, all on deck, ready to showcase their skills. Coming up next, we got Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. 20 seconds are on the clock. Let us know what you think. JudgesZone.com.
All right, he went to try for the bicycle and just wasn't able to get that rotation the way he wanted to. So he ends up on the lid there as well. Time to get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. Remember the score to beat right now, Lucas Stabilizer, 7.935. And we await your scores right now at JudgesZone.com to see what you thought of Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Your scores are locked in. Let's see that score for Mayhem. You gave him a score of 3.163. Well, Casey, I'd like to bring you into this conversation right now. We're not seeing Joe Foley and Axe. Is there anything going on with him?
Yeah, that's right. I just got an update from some of the members of Team Scream. Axe is in the tunnel, and it should be a relatively quick, easy fix. There's a small electrical component on the starter that they're working on. They said this should take about 2 to 5 minutes. The starter is important because it does exactly what it sounds like. It helps to start the engine, turn over the engine to start the motor. And so I think that one of the most impressive things about what our crew chiefs and technicians do at Monster Jam is the fact that they're able to figure out what is wrong so quickly, and not only that, they're able to fix it really quickly too. I mean, fans, you think about if you take your car into the shop, to fix anything, it usually takes a couple hours, if not a couple days. And here at Monster Jam, they're working on that starter issue in the back. Should take 2 to 5 minutes. They can swap a transmission in the back in somewhere around 20 minutes. Okay, what our crew chiefs and technicians do here is really impressive.
Absolutely, and they're also dealing with the weather, and you know, I mean, it's super cold outside too, and I know you had just talked previously about how those components kind of fatigue out a little bit, especially with going from cold to hot to cold to hot. So do you think that is something that we're seeing again now with Axe?
I mean, it absolutely could be. We saw on El Toro Loco earlier that it was something with the electrical system in the truck that is why that truck wasn't firing. Maybe that's the cause. The weather is the cause for what happened with Axe 2, but we know that this competition is hard on the components of the truck. You think about the trucks out there flying 20, 30, 40 feet in the air. That's a lot of weight that lands, right? These components take a lot of wear and tear, and we're in the middle of a very busy season. So it could be wear and tear, it could be the weather, it could be the competition, but one thing is for certain, we have the best crew chiefs and technicians in the world here at Monster Jam. We're so grateful for everything that they do.
Absolutely, and fatigue might play a part of it too. We're in week 8, round 13, and I know, you know, as soon as we start the series going on, the trucks are in tip-top condition, but as we go throughout these rounds and these weeks, Casey, I mean, this is a lot of pressure on all of these components here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pressure on our drivers. It's pressure on our crew chiefs and technicians. It's pressure on the trucks, especially right now. We're about halfway through our very, very busy season in first quarter. This is where we start to see a lot of breakage. But honestly, sometimes the carnage is part of the excitement here at Monster Jam.
Yes, absolutely. And I just saw that Axe pulled out of the tunnel. We saw Team Scream actually coming up behind you, Casey. So it looks like we're going to see Joe Foley and Axe here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. So that is good news there for our drivers. And speaking of, I think he's going to be our next driver up. And it is, please welcome Joe Foley, Axe. The slap wheelie up. The ski jump into the combo. One more attempt remains for Axe.
Make some noise for Joe Foley, X. 20 seconds, that's how much time you have. Let's lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
All right, he tries for the bicycle attempt and has a pretty good attempt there as we take a look at the replay here in just a moment. We got the slap wheelie first, up the ski jump there, into a combination popper, and then, of course, the bicycle right there, riding on those BKTs. All right, your scores are in. Your score for X is... You gave him a 7.325. We got our next driver up. It is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Popper, nose wheelie, smoke coming out of the crazy bull. One more attempt remains there for El Toro Loco. He sets it up right off of the Morgan & Morgan backflip.
Let's hear it for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Judgeszone.com. Detroit, you have 20 seconds. Lock in those scores.
So the ski jump popper, moonwalk, or excuse me, nose wheelie. That was his first attempt, and then he goes for the second attempt off the trench box, off the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And then you can see there on the replay from that angle, he also tries to do some side-to-side movement there using that rear steer. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Lucas Stabilizer, 7.935. Well, let me see that score for El Toro Loco. Look at that score. 8.279. We got a new leader. We got our next driver up. It's Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Popper into the nose wheelie, leans it to the left a little bit, or excuse me, the right, I guess, depending on your angle. Dances in front of Gravedigger, taunting him. Sets it back down with one more attempt left. The Popper into the nose wheelie once again off the ski jumped. Back tires waving left and right. You can see the pressure there on the front tires. Steering wheel is out of the window. Take a look at that. Throws it on the ground. Back into the moonwalk with no steering wheel.
Let's hear for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. 20 seconds, Detroit. What did you think? Let us know. JudgesZone.com.
I thought Dalton was going to drive off with no steering wheel. Don't forget to pick up your steering wheel, Dalton. There it is. Time to get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. Did he mark off the creativity? Did he mark off some of the new moves you haven't seen? It is time to get those scores locked in right now at JudgesZone.com. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.279. Detroit, you have spoken. Let's see that score. We got a new leader, 8.709. So we got a new leader here in our Monster Jam Skills Challenge, and right behind him is El Toro Loco. Cynthia Gauthier still in the third spot there with Lucas Stabilizer. Axe, Thunder Roars, and Megalodon round out our top six. On deck, we've got Vendetta, Gravedigger, Zombie, and Classroom Crusher yet to compete. Coming up next, we got Jim Kohler, Avenger.
Let's hear for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Wow, what did you think? Let us know. Head to JudgesZone.com, lock in those scores.
I would love to know if he can see straight right now. Those were some incredible donuts. Maybe we need to call them the screaming donuts there. Jim Kohler, Avenger, not only gets the revolutions, but he gets the speed and just would not stop. Take a look at the replay. Will it be enough to take the lead? Scores are locked. Your score to beat Jurassic Attack, 8.709. Detroit, let me see that score. Wow, 8.411. He does not do it. You put him though in the second spot. All right, coming up, we got Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. 20 seconds, lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
All right, 2 attempts now done for Vendetta. We saw the slap wheelie across the track. And now we saw that second attempt off of the gray racing ramp, the popper into the nose wheelie. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Your scores are in. Your score to beat, remember, Jurassic Attack 8.709. Your score for Vendetta is, it is a 6.150. Our next driver up, it's Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. The popper attempt there for Gravedigger with one more attempt remaining for Tyler Menninga. Takes a look at the Morgan backflip. Did not like what he was feeling there, so he moves on to another obstacle here on the ski jump right now. Look at that control! Into the tombstone. Can he hold it? Can he hold it? He does. He is holding it there in the tombstone. Rolled it up against, rolled it, all the way back off of the ski jump. Still holding it. Crawls back up.
Make some noise for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. 20 seconds. What did you guys think? Let us know, judgeszone.com.
Now that is classic Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger moves. Those jaw-dropping moments. And did you see it? Off of the ski jump, he goes back into that popper, goes back up, rides it up, and is able to control it off that deep, dark back end there of the ski jump. What an incredible move. The score to beat there is Jurassic Attack 8.709. I want to see that score for Gravedigger. Show it to me. There we go. 9.370 for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. Great second attempt there for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. And Casey, I'm kind of getting word that because he took that big risk, we might have some drive shaft issues there in the front. What are you hearing?
I haven't heard anything just yet, but as soon as the skills competition is done, we're going to go ahead and check over all of the trucks to kind of see if there's any issues before we head into Monster Jam Freestyle. I can say, though, Matt Gahn, Gravedigger crew chief, has been a teammate with Tyler Menninga for the last several years, and he's one of the best in the business. So as soon as we get word what's going on with Gravedigger, we will definitely update the fans.
Awesome. Really appreciate that. We can take a look at that replay one more time. That second attempt for Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger there, going up the ski jump and then back, holding it there in the tombstone. And Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger, of course, we're seeing him go to the back right now. We'll get an update, though, from KCG, of course, and let you know exactly what's going on. There we see the Skills Challenge leaderboard. We've got the new leader with Gravedigger, followed by Jurassic Attack, Avenger, El Toro Loco, Lucas Stabilizer, and X round out our top 6. On deck, we still have Zombie and Classroom Crusher yet to hit the track. Our next driver up, it's Barry Musauer, Zombie.
Wow, let's hear it for Barry Musauer, Zombie. 20 seconds, let's lock in those scores right now, judgeszone.com.
All right, we got a little donut battle between him and Jim Kohler and Avenger. So after he gets his bearings, Zombie and Barry Musauer will be looking up at the video board for your official score here from you inside Ford Field. Get those scores locked in, judgeszone.com. The score to beat, 9.370. Your score for Zombie is, wow, 8.217, which means now we've got a new lead change in the series season's points chase, and it puts Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger back on top of the leaderboard. We have one driver remaining here in the Skills Challenge coming up next. We'll take a look at the Skills Challenge leaderboard. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger currently sitting in first. Jurassic Attack sitting in second. Avenger, El Toro Loco, Zombie, and Lucas Stabilizer round out your top 6 here in the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Like I said, with that move there from Zombie, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger now takes the top spot in our series season's points chase. All right, now our last driver up, it's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Popper nose wheelie off of the trench box back into a moonwalk. One more attempt remaining there for Classroom Crusher.
Let's hear it for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
He is our last competitor here of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge. It'll be between him and Gravedigger here for the next 12 points. Monster Jam Skills Challenge. Remember, Tyler Menega and Gravedigger is your score to be with a 9.370. We just saw 2 attempts there for Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher, who's currently sitting in first in your BKT overall event leaderboard. So this is pretty crucial right now for points. Your scores are locked in. Your score for Classroom Crusher is 7.243. Not enough. Your winner of the Monster Jam Skills Challenge, Gravedigger.
Tyler, congratulations. Not only is this a competition victory for you, you are now back in the lead in the chase for the series championship. Talk to us about how for that second attempt, it looked like you were going to use the backflip. Did not like what you were feeling, the backflip ramp. You pivoted, you made a different decision, and made some really great action for the fans.
Yeah, actually, I did that 3 times out there for my skills competition. I was going to go pull and do something, and I looked at the jump, I was like, nope, not today. Nope, not today. That last one, I have not done that yet this year. I needed it to work, and it worked awesome. I've had a rough couple weeks out here on the Monster Jam track, but today, we're back, baby. I'm excited. I got a question, though. Detroit, are you guys having fun today?
Well, we're headed into Monster Jam Freestyle after halftime, but I gotta ask you, we saw that your truck was pulled off of the track. Talk to us about what you were feeling out here after that run and what Matt Gaughan's working on.
Yeah, so the front locker actually came unlocked when I ended my last trick there. So I checked it right here, gave it a couple burps to the throttle. Seems like all 4 are pulling. We just want to take it up top to get a check on it, but I can promise you what, if that thing breaks first hit, if that front locker breaks, that is not stopping Gravedigger here tonight, baby. I don't care. We're shoving that thing in the trailer. We're heading down to Orlando. I'm going to load that thing in the trailer in pieces. I don't care. The louder you get, Detroit, the harder I'm going to drive. So are you guys ready for Monster Jam Freestyle?
Well, congratulations to Tyler Menega and Gravedigger with that second attempt that now puts him in the lead here in our series season's points chase. And of course, he earns his first 12 points of this afternoon here in Monster Jam. Look at that. Going all the way back down into the tombstone. And that is the winning move there for Gravedigger. Well, it's been an exciting first half of Monster Jam action. Congratulations to Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher, who also won JCB Racing as well. But right now, this is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse and grab your official Monster Jam merchandise and meet us right back here for the second half of Monster Jam action.
Get moving, Detroit! We've reached the pinnacle of this event, the legendary competition of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Monster Jam. Yeah. Let's hear it for Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. Right now is your chance to utilize judgeszone.com. Head there now, lock in those scores. You got 20 seconds.
This is a testament of what we are going to see the rest of the afternoon. Casey, we are in for a treat. Look at the replay there up on the video board. I think we heard, Casey, that he might have lost some front steering, but nonetheless, there was a ton of saves there.
Yeah, there was. You know, one thing that I've heard from all of our drivers, our crew chiefs, our technicians, is that everybody is saying to go out there and leave it all out on the track. And Kevin Crocker and Megalodon has set the bar. Huge saves, big air, and it ended with a rollover, which the carnage is part of the fun here at Monster Jam.
We're going to call that the tuna roll there at the very end there for Megalodon. Scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon is... all right, a good score to kick things off, 7.373.
Monster Jam fans, we're having so much fun here in the stands. Now, we're going to do something really cool, all right? We're going to put up the Monster Jam wheel. This is how it works. We got a few different choices on there. Dance cam, air guitar, flex cam, and we're spinning it. Whatever it lands on, I need everybody on their feet. Yeah. It's the flex cam. If you want to be on the Monster Jam video board, let me see them. Come on, Detroit. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Detroit, thank you so much for spinning that Monster Jam wheel, doing the flex cam. If you guys are ready for more Monster Jam, let me hear you. Come on, Detroit.
Coming up next, we got Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack.
Wow, let's hear it for Dalton Widener. Jurassic Attack. Let us know what you think about that incredible freestyle. JudgesZone.com.
When they say they drove the tires off that thing, that is exactly what they mean by that. Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack, literally drove the BKT tires off of Jurassic Attack. There he is. Show him some love. What a wild run from Jurassic Attack. Time to get those scores locked in. Got some huge air off of multiple jumps on the track and landed in a big way. All right, your scores are locked in. Your score for Jurassic Attack is, whoa, 9.096. What a score for Dalton Weiner, Jurassic Attack. We're gonna take a look at the super glued to the action replay. Nothing but air there for Dalton Weiner and Jurassic Attack. Getting use of all the obstacles, the ski jump into the big sky wheelie there as well. And then, of course, that epic ending there. And now that will put him on top of the leaderboard with a 9.096.
Hanging out with one of the best in the business, it's crew chief for Thunder Roar's Shelby Fisher. And Shelby, talk to us about how, as a UNOH graduate, as a woman in the sport, how impactful it is and how much it means to you that you and Colt really are a fantastic team, but you're also a champion team. In 2023 at Monster Jam World Finals, you guys took the Freestyle World Championship. Talk to us about that a little bit.
Oh boy, 2023 really was a year. You know, it was super cool. It was my first year meeting Colt, and I was actually, at the time, we had third guys in the trailer. So we had two crew chiefs and a third guy. And so I was this third guy for actually the entire season, but his crew chief at the time was really cool and let me be on the headset with him during the events. And that's how we kind of started our driver crew chief relationship. And that World Finals was actually my first official, like, hey, you're gonna be his crew chief. And then to have that happen was super cool. And then to end the night as freestyle champions, it was totally amazing. I absolutely loved that for him. You know, it was a little bit of a rough season, I feel like, trying to get, you know, comfortable in the truck, trying to figure out what's really working for us. And then we came home with that, and it really just tied everything together, and we've been a team ever since.
Well, you two really are a champion team, and I know that these Detroit fans cannot wait to see you guys hit the track. So be sure to show Thunder Roar some love when he hits the track. And folks, are you ready to get back to the freestyle action?
Our next driver up, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Clock is paused at 46 seconds there for El Toro Loco and Armando Castro. We need to see the official word from our Monster Jam officials. He is getting the signal from our USHRA safety officials there in the stands in the black and yellow that he can refire They're on the edge set right now, just making sure that he's able to continue on his run with 46 seconds left for El Toro Loco and Armando Castro. Time to see what our safety officials decide, and the communication there with El Toro Loco. And unfortunately, the ribbon boards have turned red there for El Toro Loco.
Let's hear it for Armando Castro in El Toro Loco. Let's lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com, you got 20 seconds.
Casey, what are you hearing now that we're seeing some unfortunate end there to El Toro Loco's run?
Well, I checked in with Daniel Lopez, crew chief for El Toro Loco, during halftime, and he said, we have looked over everything on the truck. We can't figure out why it wouldn't fire when we were trying to get him off the track for racing, but then it refired for skills. So it seems like there's an electrical issue that is kind of a gremlin that's plaguing the El Toro Loco team. I know Armando Castro is disappointed and frustrated out there, but sometimes that's the name of the game when it comes to Monster Jam.
Absolutely. Hopefully they get that back into the pit stall and they can work on that for the rest of the week, heading into Orlando next week. Scores are locked in, 6.777 for El Toro Loco. All right, you can see where we stand on top of the leaderboard. Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack threw down that 9.096 run, followed by Megalodon and El Toro Loco. Still on deck, we've got Lucas Stabilizer, Thunder Roars, Mayhem, Classroom Crusher, and Avenger. And of course, we still have Gravedigger, Axe, Zombie, and Vendetta left here to freestyle. So a lot more freestyle here still coming your way here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. This is our last competition with our last 12 points on the line. Casey, really quickly, it's going to come down to freestyle here. We're taking a look at the leaderboard right now, but it is too close to call it right now.
Yeah, that's right. Not only for the overall event championship, Kay, but also for the chase for the series championship. Gravedigger is now leading the pack as far as series points go, but we know that Zombie, Bari Moosauer, is right behind him. They are battling it out in every single competition. And once again, it is going to come down to Monster Jam Freestyle.
It has been fun to watch this weekend here in Detroit with the lead change there briefly from Zombie and then it being regained back by Gravedigger. And you can see where we stand in the series season's points chase. 3 points separate first and second. We're going to continue on with our Monster Jam Freestyle with Colt Stevens, Thunder Roars.
Let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunder Roars. 20 seconds. What did you think? Lock at those scores. JudgesZone.com.
I sure thought he was going to be able to save it, but you can see that front left tire just kind of locked up, and then the drive shaft went. It was just kind of a domino effect there for Thunder Roars, but nonetheless, what a ride for Colt Stevens. Now, it is up to you to decide his fate here at JudgesZone.com. Getting some big air there on the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. Remember, that is a highlight reel, so that will help you get those scores locked in at JudgesZone.com. Your scores are in. Your score to beat Jurassic Attack, 9.096. Your score for Thunder Roars is All right, you gave him a 7.686.
What's happening, Monster Jam fans? I'm here with DJ right now. We're going to play something really cool, all right? You ready?
Yes.
All right, so we're going to play something called the Helmet Shuffle. And how this is going to work, Mom is going to help you out over here. We got 3 helmets up there. We're going to put a trophy in the middle helmet, and then we're going to shuffle it around. You have to guess which helmet it's under, okay? See, it's on there right now. We're going to put it under the middle one, and it's going to shuffle. Keep your eye on the middle one. Go! Okay, shout it out if you think you know.
2.
What?
3.
What is it, DJ? A little bit louder.
3.
He says it's 3. Oh boy, I think most people agree with you. It's not under 1. Is it 2? Not under 2. Definitely it is 3. Proof is in the pudding. Here you go, my friend. Hello, El Toro Loco, you're welcome. Thank you so much for playing Helmet Shuffle. You guys ready for more Monster Jam Detroit? Let me hear you.
All right, this is just a reminder where we stand right now in our freestyle competition. Jurassic Attack still in the lead with a 9.096. Thunder Roar is currently sitting in second, and Megalodon and El Toro Loco round out our drivers. On deck, we got Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, Classroom Crusher, Avenger, Gravedigger, Axe, Zombie, and Vendetta. Detroit, coming up is your hometown driver, Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Well, let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Judging is open at judgeszone.com. Does he score extra points? Let us know. 20 seconds.
Well, I guess Chris Kohler just loaned him another tire over there to Jurassic Attack and Dalton Widener. What a freestyle run. I don't even know what else to say. What a freestyle one there from Chris Kohler and Mayhem. Another wild ending there. The tires coming off of Mayhem, rolling up to Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. And Mayhem awaits your fan score now at judgeszone.com. So your scores are locked in. Jurassic Attack, 9.096. Your score for Mayhem is, you gave him a score of 8.430.
He set the bar in Monster Jam Freestyle. It's Kevin Crocker, driver of Megalodon. Kevin, an incredible save out there on the track. And you said, you know what? I kind of put myself in a little bit of a predicament. I took a risk, which is big in freestyle, because those saves, that's the kind of action that these fans are looking for.
You know, this is the second day for Detroit. Last night I didn't freestyle because I had some chassis damage from skills. So I told everybody in the pit party I was going to go out with a bang, run that thing at 100% right off the gate. And in order to get a good score, you have to put yourself in the predicament that might not work out. And unfortunately, when I rolled it, as you called it, a tuna roll, I actually went in a little hot and broke a rear axle, which kind of made it just extremely difficult to drive from there. It wasn't what I had planned, but at least Chris went out there big right off the bat and did the same thing, so we're all good.
You know, Kevin, I think one of the coolest things about you as a driver is that you've been driving for a really long time, but you also have worked on the trucks for a long time. So talk to us about how that knowledge helps you in the competition, especially with freestyle.
Well, you kind of know what the trucks can take, what they can handle, and what they can't. So you can put them in a predicament that you know you're pretty safe on saving it and not breaking parts, but you still have that risk. But in kind of the back of your head, you know what it can take so you can force the situation and either bring it back or not.
Well, as always, some fantastic insight. Thank you so much, Kevin. And we're going to see if Dalton Widener in Jurassic Attack can hang on to the freestyle lead. We've got a lot of heavy hitters coming up. We're going to get back to the action in just a few moments.
We're going to make sure that the track is ready to go for our next driver up. Our USHRA safety officials wrapping things up there on the track for our next driver up. It is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. It looks like he's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Lands it for the people.
Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Judges zone is now open. Head there now, lock in those scores. You got 20 seconds.
Well, it's time to get some more help out there, out on the track, because he has left Classroom Crusher in pieces. Out on the track from the north side to the south side, to the left, to the right. Camden Murphy locks down an amazing freestyle run, and now it is up to you to decide what you thought about that run. He lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip while shedding that fiberglass body off the chassis. Scores are in. Camden, you ready to see that score? He's ready. Let's go. Let's see that score for Classroom Crusher. You have spoken. 9.539. Well, with that, Detroit, you have a new leader. Classroom Crusher Camden Murphy. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Sheds off that fiberglass body off the chassis, lines up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. He lands it. It's a pretty hard landing, though, you can see there. And he breaks that tie rod. You can see that tie rod at the very bottom. And there you have it. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, is on top of the leaderboard. Keep in mind, you the fans, it is in your hands at judgeszone.com. No one else is scoring but you, and you must make sure that all of our drivers are using the creativity, the big air, the technical moves, wow factors, combinations, the use of the entire track, all of the obstacles as well. Keep in mind, our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their time to qualify for a score, and they must complete 60 seconds of their run, otherwise there will be a 1-point deduction. So keep that in mind as we continue on here through our rounds of Monster Jam Freestyle. Still left to come, Lucas Stabilizer, Avenger, Vendetta, Zombie, Axe, and Gravedigger.
Monster Jam fans, don't forget to follow us on social media. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Hello across the world to our YouTube subscribers. You can also subscribe and hit that like button for us. Hope you guys having a good time out there. Again, Monster Jam, we'll see you there.
We are going to move on here to our next driver up. On the count of 3, I need you to say, "Let me see Avenger." 1, 2, 3.
Let's hear it for Jim Kohler, Avenger. Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com, Detroit. Lock in those scores.
I don't know what else to pick. Do we do the big Extreme Air nominee, the Save of the Year nominee? He has it all on that run here for you, Detroit. Representing Detroit, it is Avenger Jim Kohler. Take a look at the replay. Save after save. Big air after big air, lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip using the 8-pack ramp, so that's a little bit different than what we've been seeing. Kind of corkscrewed that as well, too. Nonetheless, a wild freestyle there from our two-time World Finals freestyle champion, Avenger. Your scores are locked in. Your score to beat, Classroom Crusher, 9.539. Detroit, your score for Avenger is 9.599. We got a new leader.
Monster Jam fans, it's time for us to have a little bit of fun. We're going to spin the Monster Jam wheel again. Let's put it.
We need you to get those trucker horn signals going for our next driver up, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
Make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Let's go ahead. Head to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. You got 20 seconds.
So if you looked at the time on the clock, she did not make 60 seconds. So whatever score you give her, we're going to add a 1-point deduction. So keep that in mind when you're using judgeszone.com. She did not fulfill the 60-second clock. So we need to take a look at that replay there. It looked like there were some issues going on with that first landing right there. The sway bar looks like it might be a little tweaked there with her leaning to one side. And then, of course, it was just looked like, oh, from that angle, she just kind of got caught up and hooked up on that Morgan & Morgan backflip, not able to save it as well. So time to get those scores locked in. Judgeszone.com, again, there will be a 1-point deduction. Scores are in. Your original score was 6.488, but the score with the 1-point deduction is a 5.488.
He is leading the freestyle competition with one of the craziest freestyles that we've seen all season long, Jim Kohler and Avenger. Jim, that was insane freestyle action. One of the craziest saves that we have seen all season. An amazing backflip off the 8-pack. This is the action that Avenger and Team Screen is known for.
When you got a hometown boy from Detroit, he's gonna rock it, cause it's Detroit versus everybody! Yeah! Yeah! Woo!
Jim, We have been saying all weekend long that these Detroit fans are the best Monster Jam fans in the world. Talk to us about how amazing it is to be able to put on a show right here for these fans.
Like Bob Seger said, Detroit City's the best rock city. This is the best rock city for monster truck fans. Yeah!
We got our next driver coming up. It is Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger.
Let's hear it for Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. Wow, what did you think? Let us know, judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds, Detroit.
Double the backflips, double the fun. Different angles there. Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger lands 2 backflips. One off the Morgan & Morgan trench box there, and then 1 off of the obstacle. So now it is time to see where you put him in this competition. He's on top of the leaderboard there, and also on top of the series season's points chase. He is 3 points ahead of Bar Musauer and Zombie, and leads the way in our BKT overall event championship. So scores are locked. Your score to beat, it is Avenger 9.599. Your score for Gravedigger is, wow, even with 2 backflips, 9.256.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in the stands now with Lawrence, and what is your name?
Keith.
Keith. All right. Well, I got something really cool. One of you guys have a Switch, right? I got this really cool Monster Jam Showdown video game for you kiddos, but you have to answer this question right, all right? All right. Well, let's watch the Monster Jam video board.
What's up, Monster Jam fans? It's Tyler Menninga, and it's time for some Monster Jam trivia. What are the Monster Jam truck bodies made of? Is it A, steel,
B, wood, C, toothpaste, D, microphones. If you know the answer, shout it out.
If you think you know the answer, shout out and help them out. Okay.
D. D.
All right, they both say D. Wait a minute, are you sure?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, let's see if they're right. Is it D?
You guessed D, you got it right. Now, time for more Monster Jam.
That's how you play Monster Jam trivia. Here you go, buddy. Enjoy this Monster Jam Showdown. Just came out not too long ago. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You guys can get your own Monster Jam Showdown wherever you buy your video games today.
Time to remind you where we stand in our freestyle competition. Jim Kohler, Avenger, still in the lead with a 9.599. Right below him is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, 9.539. And Gravedigger Tyler Meninga with a 9.256. Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, and Thunder Roars round out our top 6. Axe, Zombie, and Vendetta still on the way here to go on to our our Monster Jam freestyle competition. 3 more drivers remain. Of course, you, the fans, are going to crown a freestyle winner and an overall event champion here today. We are going to get set to see who will be crowned the winner. Right now, Gravedigger is on top of the leaderboard here with 22 points. Right behind him is Jurassic Attack, Zombie, Avenger, Classroom Crusher, and Lucas Stabilizer round out our top 6 in the chase for the BKT overall event championship. We're going to get ready to meet our next driver up, Joe Foley, X. The clock is paused at 60 seconds for Axe. Awaiting that official word from our Monster Jam officials to see what's going on. Will he be able to refire? And it sounds like it might be a competition infraction. Awaiting the official word, though.
Make some noise for Joe Foley, everybody. Axe. Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
So I'm getting word there was a competition infraction. He stepped out of bounds, and so, or excuse me, there was a competition infraction. It was not him stepping out of bounds necessarily, but there was a competition infraction. And so for Joe Foley and Axe, his run is over for him. Scores are locked in. Let's take a look at the video board. Your score for Axe, 5.482. So 2 more drivers remain, Zombie and Vendetta. Of course, Vendetta, last night's freestyle winner. And we've got Barry Musauer and Zombie coming up next. While we take a look at the replay there from Joe Foley, the driver of Axe. With 2 more drivers remaining, this is where we stand right now. Avenger still in the lead. Classroom Crusher, Gravedigger, Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, and Thunder Roars, our top 6 with 2 drivers left. You are close to getting a freestyle winner and an overall event champion. Get those zombie arms moving for Bari Musauer, Zombie.
Let's hear it for Bari Musauer and Zombie. Scoring is now open. Head to judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores. It's up to you, Detroit.
Our second to last competitor here of Monster Jam Freestyle. We'll see where you put him at as we take a look here in just a moment for the replay. Use that replay to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. 4 seconds left now at judgeszone.com for you, the fans. Replay is up there, getting some big air off the ski jump. Scores are locked in. Your score for Bari Musauer and Zombie is... You gave him an 8.746. So with that, we only have one driver remaining, and that was last night's freestyle winner, Vendetta Mike Christensen. But this is where we take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. Jim Kohler and Avenger still on top, followed by Classroom Crusher, Gravedigger, Jurassic Attack, Zombie, and Mayhem. The only man that can spoil Jim Kohler and Avenger winning freestyle is Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Let's hear it for Mike Christensen in Vendetta. Lock in those scores, judgeszone.com. What did you guys think? You got 20 seconds.
We almost saw what we saw last night with the double backflip with a little bit of that rollover too. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Here, our last driver remains. Awaiting your scores now. It's between Vendetta and Avenger. Scores are in. Your score to beat, Jim Kohler and Avenger. With a score your score for Vendetta is 7.739, which means the winner of Freestyle, Jim Kohler, Avenger.
A huge celebration down here on the track. Jim, one of the craziest freestyles that we have seen all season long. You got your family, you got your friends in the house. This is extra sweet because you're at your hometown event right here in Detroit.
Hey, that's how Detroit does it, baby. We're here to rock. We're here to roll. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. Hometown. Yeah! Woo!
Well, congratulations to Jim Kohler and Avenger for taking home the freestyle victory, but we're going to go ahead and add up all the points and find out who's taking home the overall event championship.
All right, with 10 in JCB Racing, 12 in the Skills Challenge, 10 in Freestyle for a total of 32 points. Your BKT overall event champion is... He is back on top of the leaderboard, Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger.
Tyler, congratulations to you and your crew chief, Matt Gahn. I know that after a challenging couple of weeks, battling some things on the truck, maybe some down on your luck when it comes to the competition, talk to us about what this victory means, especially with family in the house now that you're back on top. What do you have to say to these fans?
Yeah, you know what, Detroit, we have had a rough couple of weeks out here. This guy right here turning the wrenches on that Gravedigger truck. I couldn't be happier right now. This is a huge confidence boost. This is what we needed midway through the season right here. I plan on getting this points lead and not looking back anymore, guys. Detroit, my first time here. Yesterday wasn't our day, but today we're holding that trophy high, baby. Ford Field, I love you guys, and I hope to see you guys next year. Thank you.
A huge congratulations there to Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger, our overall event champion. And now he does take the lead in our series season's points chase. Jabari, it has been fun to watch this entire weekend. I felt like I was on an emotional roller coaster between him and Zombie. But, I mean, for you, this is your first time in Detroit as well here with Monster Jam. So give us some takeaways.
Motor City, baby. I had so much fun here in Detroit. I love you guys. I love all the fans, of course. Detroit, if you had a good time, let me hear you say, oh, yeah. See what I mean?
They're still rocking and rolling, of course. Well, we are excited to wrap things up here in Detroit. We are heading to a very sunny Orlando, Florida. Warm Orlando, Florida here as we continue on the chase for the Series Seasons Championship with Stadium Championship Series East on behalf of KCG and my good friend here, Jabari Thomas. I am Kay Young. We hope you have fun and we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.
Stay classy, beautiful people.
The keys in the ignition, so drivers fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and dust. Get out your seat and put your hands up. Let's ride, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. That's right. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. It's wheelies and backflips, donuts and burnouts and walk-ins. Full throttle, head to head. You be the judge of which truck's gonna win. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the monster. When I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster, monster. That's right, we got the green light. It's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. It doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the monster.